Howdy, Scott. Glad you're having lunch. Don't worry. I've been watching to see if Flat Cap and Lady Fire were going to come on earlier, or roughly now, or anytime, because I'm sure everybody would prefer to see another couple of live shots of the Ohio or the Cincinnati pipe show, whereas I'm just tailgating. No big deal. Nothing much going on. Lots of good videos coming in from the attendees of the Ohio Pipe Show. So if you've been missing that, I know Greg Tunnel Take has been doing some, and I know Flat Cap and Lady Fire have done a few, and I'm sure that there's more that I am not specifically going to try and name off everybody's channel, but for everybody who's out there that keeps throwing them out, keep throwing them in there so that I can see them all. James, howdy, sir. Aw, man, come on. In the shower again? You like to get wet and naked on my show, don't you? Yes, I said that. Yes, I got away with saying it. It's my channel. Howdy, Steph. How's it going? Though I will say, anybody who's going to dip a finger into Vegemite probably needs a shower. Ugh. Oh yeah, I hear you. So I'm trying to place where Martin got the sound clip that he played last night. Skip, howdy, sir. Good morning to you. It is still morning. I like my coffee like I like my coffee cup, black and soulless. Not necessarily hot enough to burn you all the way to hell and back, but that'll work too. So Steph and Skip, are y'all planning on doing another Zoom meeting for your normal time slot, or is that going to be something else that's going on? Oh, James, hey, they almost opened the package from you, but then they decided that they had to wait for McFly to be there because there was so much stuff in there that they were like, okay, this is good stuff for McFly, so we're going to have to wait and do that next week. Just letting you know that your package arrived. Hey, Steph, look, right there. Right there. Skip said, hey, babe. I know he's not talking to me. He's also not talking to the little girl that just drove by on her bicycle, so therefore I might have to make some apologies to the parent. She's like 12, maybe 13, I don't know. But right about the same time she got even with my mailboxes when I said, hey babe. She turned and looked. This might be horrible. So if I need anybody as a character witness, I at least have admitted to all of y'all that that just happened. Oh yeah, just perfect bad timing. Nope. The only pedo about me is when I'm doing something with my feet. That'd be the pediatrist, not the pedophilist. Just saying. All right. So Skip and Steph, they are going to be doing their YouTube Zoom hangy thingy that they've done a couple of times now. Right after this, well, when they say that they're ready to go, I'll get off of here so that they can get it all going. I've been doing a little bit of stupidity chores, stuff that just I try not to do until the weekends, and time got away from me, so I'm sitting out here without a tablet. I don't have half of the stuff that I would normally have out here. I got lucky enough that I could get a cup of coffee first time I tried to turn on the show here. The camera was facing the wrong direction, and there's no way to flip it once it starts, so it was staring at a piece of concrete instead of over here at the brick wall. I'm feeling like I've let you down because I am just underprepared today. I apologize about that. This is actually the second smoke I'm having today. I got up at about 4 o'clock this morning, eyes popped open, knew that there was no more sleep. Huva ilta, Boris. So much appreciation for Boris. God. So Boris is either an insomniac of epic proportions, or he is bored out of his mind with his lot in life that literally has nothing else to do ever. And I'm fairly certain it's not that he's bored out of his mind with nothing else to do ever. So there's a lot of appreciation there that you spend as much time with us here in the YouTube pipe community. Okay, people pulling up in front of my house. I didn't know why. I was hoping it wasn't the police coming to arrest me for saying, "Hey babe," to the 13-year-old earlier. I didn't really. Well, yes, but though we rock a lot, let's be honest, Boris hangs out with us a lot. Did I miss somebody named Greg? Is Greg here? Oh, tunnel tape! Greg, believe me, brother, I have been watching your videos and Flat Cap's videos, and there's a couple of other people that are posting videos. I get names bad, so we're not going to try and yell out everybody's name right now, but I think all of us know that Flat Cap and Greg Tunnel Take has been posting a lot of those videos. So, oh yeah, Flat Cap's lives are awesome. You can hear him behind the camera, and he's keeping the camera nice and still, and you're getting good interviews and good snapshots of people. And Lady Fire's out there with the boom mic, which realistically, let's be honest, she's easy on the eyes, and men are going to want to talk to her. So it's a good tactic. It's a real good tactic. I like it. It means that you're going to get them to actually talk, other than just sit there and go like, well, you're not really buying nothing, so I don't got time to talk to you. You know, like the 13-year-old kid that was been making pipes for 2 years. Do y'all remember that? I remember that. He's right there at the pipe show. Been making pipes for 2 years, 13 years old. He's a little bit heavy set, but that's all right. There's nothing wrong with being heavy set. And, I mean, no, it's not just all that Lady Fire's hot. I mean, she's hot. Yeah, okay. Besides that, she has a good, clear voice. You can hear her speak through the mic. And when she places the mic in front of people, they're naturally drawn. Well, this is human psychology, sociology things going on there, but men are more likely to talk to a pretty girl than they are to talk to someone who looks like me. Now, if they were allowed to smoke inside that building, then those people who are making pipes and blending tobaccos are more likely to talk to the guys, because they see a potential customer instead of just a wall of people that keeps milling past. So, Flat Cap, good job. Keep doing what you're doing. Greg, I've been seeing your bits and pieces that you keep throwing in there for us, and I really love it. Just remember, sir, you keep the greasy side down, because I know that 10 and a half hours back is that's a stout ride. I've done what's called the iron ass in a lead sled more than once, back when I still owned a Harley. I could get about 230 miles on a 4-gallon tank, but I never went past about 200 miles. So every 200 miles I'd get off. I one time went 6 gas fills out and 6 gas fills back in one day. Let's just say I was a little tired of the bike for a little bit. And in case you're wondering what kind of bike I had, it was a street bob, so it's one of those stripped down bobbers. It didn't have a lot of the bells and whistles or fairings or windscreens or nothing like that. Yeah, every 2 hours. That's a good way to do it, especially if you've got some sort of a timepiece on, like on your tank or somewhere near your speedo. Skip, yeah, I'm telling you, but it was worth it. Just got to clean up the mess a little bit, but it's fine. So your GPS tells you. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's real good. But GPS has come a long way since '08, when my bike and my knee parted ways. Totaled my bike and my kneecap all at the same time. Terrible, horrible thing. Had I been like every other jackass motorcyclist out here in the Houston area, I would have cut across 5 lanes of traffic to get to my desired exit. But I decided, you know what, it's a good day, let's just go down to the next exit. It's fine. I'll hit the U-turn, come back, it'll be fine. But I got in that U-turn lane and it was full of sand. I hit the brakes and it didn't slow down much. It just kept sliding along. When it started sliding, I knew, I was still upright, perfectly perpendicular upright, no problem. But I could feel it was sliding, and I knew it was over. Ugh. So, yeah. Ah, yes, Boris. Basically the Tour of Spain, yes. It's the other major European cycling event that I know of. I thought there was one in Germany for a while, but I don't remember if there is still, and I don't remember the name of that one. Andrew Sirigliano. For anybody who's missing how to say that correctly, it's Sir Wrigley, like the field in Chicago, and Ano. Sirigliano. I gotta break things down. If I don't break it down, I'm going to lose how to say half the things I know how to say. Oh yeah, sand and gravel, definitely. I one time ran across a pea gravel strip of road one time, and man, I thought I was going to have to kill somebody because it dinged the shit out of some of that paint. Was not a good thing. Skip, I'm not sure that we could call the U.S. as having a big cycling tour race. The only thing I know of is here in Texas, and that's the MS 150. They only go 180 miles, but they call it the 150. Starts in Houston, ends in Austin. I participated in it the first year. No, I didn't win. I'm not that great of a cyclist, nor do I have the kind of bikes that it would take to win it. But I participated. I actually made the full trip. My problem was I wanted to make the full trip in one day, and they have a required you must stop here and camp thing, which is, I think, idiotic, because some of us are strong enough of mind and of body to say, we're going to push through and do this. But 180 miles is a pretty extensive amount of distance to pedal in a day. I don't think any other race covers 250 miles in 2 days, actually. And it's 180 miles. I would say I did probably 110 on the first day, which left the second day as pretty easy. But if you're starting in Houston, it's flat. So you got a lot of flat, and then you start getting into some low rolling hills, and then you start really getting into some hills. So really that last 50, 60 miles when you're going into Austin, it'll kill you if you're not prepared for it, because a lot of it is up some good serious inclines. Sounds like I'm trying to brag on Texas, but no, it's just that's the way it is. If you're only prepared for the flatland around Houston, you'll do good for about half of that race, and then you're toast. Nashville, hello. Howdy, Willie. How is it, sir? The Sauce Boss. El Capitano El Mafioso. Well, Scott, we'll all have to hope and pray that your back gets better in a quick hurry. Just remember, back injuries don't heal always correctly, so do what you have to do to keep it right. And if that means you got to wear a back brace or something, even one of those stretch and clingy jersey type neoprene braces that looks more like a girdle or something like that, just remember, if it helps you, who gives a damn what everybody else thinks about it? Of course, in the heat, be careful with that too, because those things heat up quick. They can also lead to really bad sores, so you might want to have 2 or 3 of them ready, because you'll be washing one and letting it dry while you're wearing the other ones. Oh, okay. Well, if it's an old injury, I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. When I went back to work after I shattered my kneecap, I was wearing knee braces all the time, and I ended up with basically the skin on the sides of my knee and all that, from where the neoprene was holding on to it, was just a red mass of psoriasis scale. I was peeling off pieces that were basically the size of an orange. It looked pretty bad, and it itched like crazy, so that's the reason I know about that. Matthew, howdy, sir. Great to have you in. Skip very well might be allergic to neoprene. I can't guarantee that you're not. There's, what, 60 different chemicals that go into making neoprene so that it will in some way, shape, or form do what it's supposed to do. Yeah, Scott, that's exactly the point. I mean, it was horrible, and I don't want to keep anybody not from work, but if you got to wear that brace, man, I took to having 2, one for the morning that I'd pull off at lunch, and then one for the afternoon that I'd pull off as soon as I got back in my truck. And I'd have to walk with a cane to get into the house. And I was washing them and drying them, and I'd let them dry for 2 days, because you can't throw those into the clothes dryer, because it'll destroy them. But I'll never want to have to go through that again. I know that's just a statement of fact. So Matthew or Mateo, I can keep that in mind. I probably still keep Matthew as what I normally say, just because that's what I remember most. Andrew, honestly, except for like one billionth of the population on the planet, almost everybody's allergic to poison ivy. So you're looking at maybe 7 or 8 people who they can go through poison ivy and it's not an issue. I am allergic. I know that. It's just one of those things that I'm horribly allergic. But because I have psoriasis, I itch and scratch it anyways, so what the hell does it matter? French Canadian. Ah, really? Where are you from in French Canada? Would that be Quebecian? I know that my wife's family has their roots from French Canadian roots. Really, Scott? A lot of your family are not allergic to. Maybe they're just mildly allergic to it. I mean, it does have levels. But to truly be saying that you're not allergic to poison ivy or poison oak, that's extremely rare. It has something to do with like your actual blood. I don't know much more about the subject than that, but most people are going to be allergic to it. Some are just very mildly allergic to it. They'll get like a little bit of a itch, no big deal. It won't spread very far because it's just not going to. Ah, okay. Very nice. Grandparents were from Quebec somewhere. Yeah, that's like a lot of us. We're not really for certain where exactly our parents, grandparents, or whatever are from. By the way, Willie, do you got anything on the cooker? Smoker, barbecue, grill, or otherwise? Just always curious on other people who barbecue. Because, well, it's barbecue. Who doesn't love barbecue? Anybody who says they don't love barbecue, I'm not sure we can be friends anymore. That's like the national food group of Texas. Ah, okay, well, bowl call. What are you smoking? What are you smoking it in? Today I am having, as per normal, an Alec Bradley Black Market Robusto. They're not too expensive, they last the full hour, and I'm not constantly relighting it, which helps when I'm going ahead and jawing away like I tend to do. Ah, okay, Scott. That's cool. Brisket all the way. I'm with you, Matthew. Full of pork butts and chicken. Chicken is one thing I am no good at doing. Had Dunbar earlier, nothing now. Steph, cool. Haunted bookshop in a Calabrese for Scott. Second day at the Ohio Pipe Show for Odie, 78 here in Columbus. Howdy, sir. Glad you could make it in. Velvet in a Walker Pipe Company pot. 965 in a Cobb. Duo, dew and brownie ice cream in my bowl. Hey, ice cream in a bowl is always something good. Steph was wrong, but she admitted it, so that completely removes any kind of thing I can laugh about. It is the rare woman that will admit when she's wrong. So, Odie, you got to make sure that you get in there and you beat the Jolly Beans Giant to some tobacco. Otherwise, there won't be any. I saw him go out of the pipe show with at least 2 big old trash bags full of tobacco yesterday. Had some Krantz with the coffee. That's always a good thing. Steph, like I said, it's a rare woman that will admit when she's wrong. It's just that it's rare enough that it's kind of shocking. Chocolate ice cream with pistachios. That sounds pretty good. I had some buttered pecan, except for it was made with pistachios once. That was really good too. And I don't even mind the green food coloring that they add in. It's fun. It's not going to hurt me. No. Odie, you should have brought the landscaping trailer. That way you had plenty of room for everything. I know it doesn't roll down the freeway as good as your truck just by itself, but still. Mint chocolate chip is Matthew's favorite. I'm okay with the chocolate chip portion, but I've never been a good just fan of mint ice cream. And then I gotta tell you, it's DDT, howdy Dan. Also, Steph's here, so she's technically a Houstonite, or Houstonian as it is. But yeah, if you've got the covered trailer, you can pile it in there and pile it in there, and then it doesn't matter if it rains because it's covered. It's always a good thing to go fully prepared to take the whole show with you, or home with you, however that works out. Steph, we will have to see about trying to do that. I know that I'm probably going to have to come north for that, but Cool Guy lives up that side of the world, and there's a few others. And if it so happens that we might be able to do the Texas Pipe Show, which is normally in November, Um, chances are I won't be able to go because that's really a busy time of year for, for my family. So, but if I ever get the chance to go that direction, it's held in Fort Worth. And of course, it might be a little difficult for a teacher to get out of work so that she can go to a pipe show. I'm not saying it's impossible, just saying it might be difficult. Dan, I hear you. I would definitely be cooking outside if I could. Oh yes, Alex Book Lover Piper is in Austin. There's quite a few in the Austin area, and Road King is right there, just on the north side of San Antonio. "45 minutes south of Nash Vegas." I have been all over Tennessee. From tip to tip, if you want to look at it that way. You know, start right there in Memphis and go all the way up there to, what is it, Johnson City? I got a friend that used to live in Irwin until he passed away. He's one of my Army buddies. That's been better part of 10 years ago now. Scott, I'm hearing that Muletown, yes, Bristol, that's right. So, Scott, I'm hearing that Muletown has been postponed until the spring. That is the latest that I heard on that one. Yes. I actually worked in Bristol. No, not at the track. But I did get to tour the track. Of course, like I said, my buddy who lived in Irwin, every time I was passing through that direction, I would stop by and talk to him or stay with him. And if you know anything about Tennessee, you know that Irwin is about that far away from Bristol. And Johnson City's right there too. In fact, there's a bar that is built so that half of it is in Virginia and half of it is in Tennessee. And they've got a line painted right down the middle of it. And you buy one type of drink on one side of the bar and you buy beer on the other side of the bar, because their tax laws are different. So therefore they can sell beer cheaper on one half and mixed drinks or straight adult alcohol beverages on the other side of the bar, and it's cheaper that way. Buy whiskey in Tennessee? I'll take your word for it. I can't guarantee that. Let's just say that by the time I walked out of there, I didn't know which side was Virginia and which side was Tennessee anymore. I don't know how much I had, but I know I had enough. Come on, Odie. There's nothing wrong with being responsible. But to tell the truth, you went home because you sleep better in your own bed. Whereas when I get a hotel room, I'm always looking for that one that has a recliner, because I can throw a sheet over the recliner and sleep there in the recliner way better than I can in those beds. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. "15 in and 15 minutes until y'all start? Not a problem, Steph. I'm mostly here." Ah, okay, Scott. That's probably what it is. You get your whiskey in Virginia because of the sales tax on whiskey, and you get your beer in Tennessee because of the sales tax on beer. For whatever reason, it's lopsided. I can't be the only person that would look for the recliner and be like, "Man, that's cool. I got a recliner, I'm good." Ugh. Dan, one suggestion for anybody who has children that are cutting teeth and dropping teeth like that: you get some alcohol that is above 100 proof. So 101 proof or more alcohol. And you pour out a shot worth and you dip a Q-tip in there and you use that instead of like Orajel Kids or whatever. There's a lot of chemicals that go into that Orajel stuff. There's very little chemical in actual just straight on alcohol, but it numbs the gums, it kills off bacteria, and it helps to abrade the gums so that the teeth can push through a little bit easier. This is an old trick that my grandmother used to use. She raised more kids than all of us put together. Now, for those that say, "Oh my God, you can't give a kid alcohol." Really? How much alcohol are they going to get in a Q-tip worth? You couldn't make a Chihuahua drunk on 10 Q-tips worth of alcohol using straight Everclear. So you're not going to get your kids drunk that way. But at the end of it, whatever's left in the shot glass you can do, and that helps calm your nerves too. Scott, that is old school, but there's a lot of things that the old school used to do because it worked. And then everybody got away from it because doctors. If doctors were always right, how come we don't hear anything about, what is it, ivermectin or hydroxychloroquine anymore? Both have actually been proven to be somewhat effective against COVID. Ivermectin is about $3 per dose. Who's gotten the shot? Don't tell me that you spent less than $3 for it. Not unless you got it for free from some sort of something or other. They did give Jägermeister as cough medicine back in the day. Yes, they did crazy things. there were some things that they did that should not have been done, but alcohol for helping a kid cut teeth. Alcohol's been around for longer than any other drug on the planet. Any other drug on the planet. It's still being used, but people are just not using it in a good, safe way. And then they think that, oh, you're going to get a kid addicted to alcohol. Like I said, not on a damn Q-tip, you're not. But hey, what am I supposed to tell you? They walked away from good, safe, sound medicine that had been practiced for years because they said, as a doctor, we know that we can do it better. No, they can do it more expensively and charge you for it. I mean, most of y'all guys have heard of the little blue pill that's supposed to be the game changer. How many of y'all have heard of maca? M-A-C-A. I heard of maca because I have plenty of friends from all over the world. My wife one time got a candy bar that was made with maca. I don't have a problem where I need the blue pill, but if the blue pill is more potent than maca, I don't ever want to have to worry about the blue pill, because I was like, oh look, the wind blew. It was ridiculous. And then I started looking up, what in the hell is maca? And I started asking my friends from around the world, what the hell is maca? Well, I found out. Maca's been used for years by the tribes down in like South America. And they've got no problem keeping up with the Joneses, so to speak. But let's see, what can they charge you for a little blue pill, and what would a big ass bag of maca run? The big ass bag of maca runs maybe 50 bucks for about a year's worth of supply. Little blue pill runs what, 50 bucks each? We can do something better than they used to. We can just do it more expensively and charge the arm and a leg for it. Great. Of course, there's also a lot of Chinese medicine and Oriental medicine that's not even talked about. But hey, what am I supposed to say? Doctors don't know everything. They just have a piece of paper that says that they do. Or at least that's what they believe that it says that they do. Yeah, Dad, believe me, I know. A year's, like I said, a year's supply of maca would probably run you about 50 bucks. And as far as I'm concerned, it is probably just as effective as the little blue pill. But doctors don't want to tell you that. Don't know why not. I mean, they're only getting paid by these drug companies to make sure that people use the drugs that the company is trying to peddle off on people. It's part of the reason why I'm not getting vaccinated for COVID. I've already done the guinea pig portion. I'm not doing it again. If I get it, I get it. But I'll also walk in going ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine. See what the doctors want to say that. That is true, Dan. But quite honestly, they're only prescribing the blue pill for erectile dysfunction. If you just need that extra little boost to your libido, shoot, maca powder will do it to you. That is very true, Scott. But let's remember, Western medicine is not set up to cure. It is set up to treat. Cure means that you're not coming back. Treat means that you're coming back and spending money. That's why they will never cure cancer, because they make so much money treating it. Hey, call it how you see it, but I do live in Houston. We do have the largest medical community in the world. I might have sat around and had conversations with people that might actually know some of this stuff. Howdy, Raymond. Great to see you, sir. Okay, live in 2, that means 2 minutes. So I'm watching right now, live in 2. Hugs, yes. So, everybody, we're about to go and jump over to Steph and Skip's live Zoom YouTube broadcast. As per always, I want y'all all to take care of yourselves and each other. Do the best you can on both. We do such a good job of it already that it's basically just, I don't even have to say it, but I like to say it, so I do. And let's also remind ourselves to have long lives, big bowls, and long ashes. Y'all take care, and I will see you on Steph and Skip's channel here in just a couple of minutes, tops. So, again, y'all take care, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.